Okay, well, first things first. You ready? Let's see if we can hear this. Hold on.
Are we doing it at the same time?
No.
Wait. Oh, okay.
So refreshing.
So refreshing.
We love Coca-Cola.
It's funny. Okay, so welcome. Episode number 3, babe. Can you believe it? Crazy. Crazy. So here we are, episode 3. So we want to talk about the name change, and we've got a few questions like, why in the heck are you guys now Adornare instead of Glamour and Grace, which I think is a fair question.
Fair question.
So it has to go actually with a legal concern is maybe
that sounds really bad. We're not legally in trouble.
No, it's a trade. It's a trademark. It's a legal avoidance issue. And I want to give a shout out. I think we've said this before, but I want to give a shout out to Mike and Shauna over at Live Bay.
We love them.
We do.
I'm a little obsessed.
Well, they're like our best friends,
but they don't know it.
That we've never met.
They don't know that we're best friends yet.
I know, but it's like best friends that you've never met. You know what I mean?
I know.
And they don't realize it yet.
I know. I think that if they were at the beauty show, I would hunt them down like I did Paula and Tussanee.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
From the Lashcast.
That was good. We are good at hunting people down.
If I want you, I find you, I get you.
Let's talk about that. That was just kind of funny. And Paul and Tuss probably appreciate this too. So,
yeah.
So when we were at the IBS show, which we didn't talk about because really we didn't have the podcast yet. So of course, why would we talk about it?
We can.
So here we are, 7 years ago, that we were at the IBS show, and really our first.
But hold on.
Oh,
it is not irritable bowel syndrome.
Oh, good. And what is it?
The International Beauty Show.
Nice. Good job, babe.
But they should change it. They should take off the IBS that's on all the bags.
Yeah. It definitely can be misleading for sure.
Very misleading. Anyhow.
So following the bunny trails as we do.
Yes. Squirrel.
So at IBS, met so many great people. Shout out to the whole Lashbox crew.
Love Lashbox.
Just a bunch of amazing women. And and the tree.
Oh, you saved the tree.
So
if you're from Lashbox and you were at the show, you will know this is a gentleman that saved the palm tree from falling down on the really expensive case.
Well, that was like
and the people.
Well, that was like on day 2, and then it fell, I think, during the night and shattered one of the cases. So I guess I did an okay job, but not a great job. But it's fine.
It's fine. You did a great job.
The effort was there, and the heart was there. But
because we love Lashbox.
Yeah, such a great group of women. So kind, so loving. I won't go and rattle off all the names because probably I can't remember them, but just as a whole, just a great crew, and so appreciative for them and their kindness and their support. So at the IBS show, met so many amazing people, but some of the people that we wanted to meet quite adamantly.
So much. Paul, I apologize for stalking you.
So we were watching.
I stalked Otto as well.
Oh, we did.
We did. Yeah. Oh, I'm such a stalker.
I know. And Otto, we're going to get to see at
Otto.
LashCon.
Look.
I know.
No, I already stalked him. He's fine.
I know.
He's be like, oh gosh, there's that crazy blonde again.
Yeah. Also, a kind person who owns a international beauty business, but took the time to talk to us for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Very kind. Very humble, sweet man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great business.
So many in this
lash
industry.
lift, brow lamination business. We're giving all the shout outs today.
I know. But there, I guess let's bring this full circle because I love to do that, is how many amazing people there are in this industry. Like so much love, support, compassion for each other. I'm sure there's people that are competitive out there, but the people that we've come in contact with or that we look up to or respect or try to emulate have been nothing but so kind and supportive along
So
our whole
kind.
journey. So
But let's go
thank
back
you.
to Paul. Yes, thank you. But we're going to look at me. I'm circling back.
Look
I'm
at you.
a circle backer.
Oh my gosh.
Today.
You took your squirrel medicine.
I took my squirrel medicine. Let's circle back to Paul and Tussanee
Yes.
because we love them.
Yes. So we're at IBS, that we don't like to say, and Misti's on her phone, and she's following their stories in their Instagram,
Yes.
seeing which booths they're at.
Yes.
And we're trying to remember as we're walking around, like where these booths are.
No, but remember, Tussanee had, I forget it, this beautiful dress or pants on. And remember I said, she's got this color on. Let's look. All we need to do is look for that color.
Yeah, I think it was her skirt.
It was her skirt.
Yeah. And I remember you describing
And I
it to me.
spotted it. I was
I
like,
think it was me.
was it you?
I think it was. It's fine, though. It was one of us.
No, it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. But I was like, there she is. And we
But-
ran down the aisle at
So-
the beauty show.
Yeah, so it was funny because we're walking around and we're trying to track where they were by the booth and figure out, like, wait, where was that booth? I was over here, wasn't it? And
It was
then
an island booth. It was so shout out to the sweet people at that booth. I don't remember the name, but they were like an island
the
Lash
Hawaii.
company, but super sweet.
Very sweet.
And
yeah.
I was like, "Are they here?" And they
They're
said,
like-
"No, they were here this morning."
Yeah, you missed them.
Oh,
And so I think we were walking, and then you had described to me what Tuss was wearing, and I looked down the aisle and I see that that skirt or that outfit that she's in. I was like, oh, I think that's them. And you look down and you're like, it is. And so we start going down, and I think they were doing a little shout out at that booth, but then they started moving. And I remember that they started going down another aisle, and we're like, start running. And we're like, oh, hey.
hi. Here we are.
So Paul and Tuss, thank you.
Yes.
So sweet. I guess we'll talk about this. This is a moment for us that we'll always remember, where they took the time to talk to us and wanted to hear about our story. And then probably
They prayed for us too.
I know. I was just going to say one of the most amazing
Sweetest
experiences after hering our story and your struggles, which I'm sure we'll go into more on the
Another day.
podcast another day, did stop and asked if they could pray for us. And Tuss, you're so sweet, and just really appreciate that. That just meant the world to us. And like I said, it's a moment that we'll always remember and always cherish.
Yeah.
So as far as, again, amazing people in this industry, Paul and Tuss, Lashcast, if we didn't pick up on that, such amazing people do so much for this Lash community. LashCon, shout out, Lash conference coming up
So excited.
in November 5th. We're going to be there. We're volunteers, so come by and say hello. I know, crazy, but just to support them and Lash business and all the people in it is going to be awesome.
Did you ever think that someday you would be volunteering at a eyelash extension convention?
Never once.
That's
Never
funny.
once. But I
You
can
lucky dog.
I can break my life into 5-year chunks and never have guessed what I would have been at 5 years. So, but that's
Yes.
what's awesome about life and the journey.
Anyways, I'm so serious.
You are.
So
I know you're playing the Todd role today. Like you're like,
No,
hey, let's reel him
No,
back
I know,
in.
but let's reel it back in. Where we were originally going is a name change.
The name change. So,
Mike and Shauna, speaking of amazing people in this industry,
oh my goodness, give so much.
mentor us.
Yes. And they are very open book about their journey, and I won't steal their show, but if you're in the lash industry, you clearly already, you say Mike and Shauna and you just know who they are. If you're not in the lash industry, maybe not significant, but their story is so inspirational. What they've done and where they started and what they've built is just a blessing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I want to be Shauna and Mike when I grow up.
So going back to the name change, so this really started for us because of Mike and Shauna. So again, so much thanks to them of avoiding a potential issue that we don't even know how significant it may or may not have been, but hearing their story and the time and the effort and the money that it cost them to not have known the correct trademark route, if you will, of having a name and getting your name registered correctly. So with what our current name, not our current name, our former name was, we had some conflicts. And so we went on that journey and had to find a different name to be able to not have conflicts, because as we grow our business, podcast and different things like that, we knew that we would venture outside our local community and that it was going to end up being probably an impact at some point.
Yep.
So,
but should we talk about why we chose Adornare?
that's exactly where it's going. Look at you.
Look at I
don't know what
my medication
you're sitting in the
today.
wrong chair.
I know. Gotta rein you in.
I love it. I know. Why am I talking so much?
Because it's what you do. You
Babe,
talk a lot.
Babe.
Babe.
So yes, let's talk about why did we choose, or how did we get to Adornare, Misti?
Gosh, it was, well, you're going to have to help me out a little bit.
Okay.
So grace is very important to me. The word grace, giving grace. I've been given grace. I want to give grace to others. So it was really important that that name, that word was in our name somehow. And then every form of the word grace was taken at the trademark division. Is that what you call it? The trademark division?
Mm-hmm.
Trademark registry.
That's fine. So the reason that Grace is so impactful, our original name, Glamour and Grace, or Glamour and Grace by Misti, that you might know us, is when we started this business, and really Misti's vision and passion and motivation was to be able to provide a judgment-free zone that provides grace, compassion to women, help them feel beautiful, if even only for a day, and give them that safe space. So for us, grace or compassion or no judgment is really significant, because that's what we built this whole business on. Mm-hmm. So with that journey, going through and trying to find different iterations, or I guess words or phrases that could do it, we landed on Adornare, which
and it was hard. We put a lot of thought into it. Mm-hmm. But then you're the one that actually came up with Adornare.
Yeah, actually, I don't know exactly where we.
Well, because I looked up the synonym for grace, because grace was taken, and it was adorn. And adorn was taken, and then you realized that Adornare is Italian for adorn, which also means grace in English.
Yes. So again, to land the plane, Adornare is grace in Italian. Yeah. So that is why we landed on that, and so you know the significance. And I think the other thing that's interesting is all the marketing experts and coaches and things are like, oh, you know, it's too complicated, it's hard to say, we don't know how to spell it. And so we acknowledge all of that.
But then we kind of liked it. It was hard to say and pronounce.
And I think it also kind of speaks to us that we don't go with I don't know, the flow or what everybody says. We are us, and to what we've said with our last podcast is to be authentic. And because the mission and the purpose is so important, that we had to stick with that in our gut, even though it maybe is not phonetically or marketing, you know, what everybody wants. We know that it's unique, and we hope that it makes an impact on people's lives.
Well, I know.
So there you go for the, I guess we should say this. It's not 3 and it's not 12, but I think we're at 18 subscribers on YouTube. And
we're
and I know,
famous.
Yeah. And I think several more listeners of the podcast on, you know, Apple and Spotify and all the different platforms, plus all the support on social media. We just really appreciate that. It makes literally the world of difference to us to be able to continue forward if this is stuff that you like to see or you like to hear and know, I guess, the true us, the behind the scenes.
Well, and I had all of my clients so far since episode 1's come out love it. They say that we're a hoot.
We are. You're kicking the
I
pants.
am a kick in the pants.
I know.
Sometimes.
I know. So again, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you, and have a good day.
Bye.